In this Ventra Pro video, we will show you how to install an air sensor that uses Windspeed. You first go to System Setup, menu arrow down to press Enter to add a control device. Once you are there, you scroll through your list and you look for air sensor. At air sensor, you press Enter, then you choose the number of sensor that is for this device. And in this case, it is the first sensor, so we leave it at number 1. Your Ventra Pro can hold up to 12 temperature sensors. Press Enter. Now we choose the zone that this sensor is programmed to. We only have one zone programmed for this controller, so we will use it at Z1. Press Enter. Now we choose the module. You will always choose Module 1 unless you are working with an expansion station. Press Enter. Now you choose the channel with which your air sensor is wired to. And in this case, it is wired to channel 7, so we press Enter. Now we press Enter to confirm. Now to finish setting up your temperature sensor, from the System Setup, you menu arrow to the left once. Now we want to set the remaining settings. The first thing you choose is the cable length, or the amount of wire that you ran from your controller to where the sensor is hanging in the barn. And in this case, we have about 65 feet of cable, so we will choose that, press Enter. Now this is important to be as close as possible because the amount of cable length you put in will affect how the controller reads the temperature, because it uses the total length. So you want to be very close to the total length that you have run from the controller to where it's hanging in the barn. Then you menu arrow down again. Now you choose the wire gauge you used. In this case, we used 24, so we'll leave it there. Menu arrow down again. You have your temperature offset. This is to be used only if you have a temperature sensor that is not quite reading correctly and you have proven that it is off by a little bit. You can put a plus or a minus of degrees off that the temperature sensor is incorrect with. Menu arrow down again, you choose the location of your sensor. You have brood, grow out 1, and grow out 2 available. In this case, it's in the brood zone, so we choose brood. Now this will only be available on a bird or poultry application. If you have a hog application, you will not have this option to choose from. Menu arrow down again, and now you have the option to choose to use for Windspeed. And in this case, it's either yes or no, and it is yes. We do have available Windspeed. Menu arrow down again, and you will put the cal value in. Each temperature sensor will have a cal value number on the temp sensor. So you put in the appropriate values, the higher number first, the lower number second. Confirm it. Press Enter. And now you're back to the beginning and you have completely set up your temperature sensor. You now have a working temp sensor with Windspeed available on your Ventra Pro.